Hey, they might could do it better. I ain't tripping off all that shit.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Richbaby TV, man. I got that boy ATM baby in the building, man. Pop your shit, dog.
Boom, boom. It's your boy ATM Richbaby coming straight out of Memphis. You know what the fuck going on. Let's get it.
Boom, boom, boom. So, look, let's get straight to it. What is the secret to your success?
Secret to my success? I want to say the internet.
Mm-hmm.
The internet.
Yeah.
In this generation we live in now, bro, it's just strictly about promoting your music and getting yourself out there. You can be the hardest person in the world, and it won't go nowhere if you don't know how to promote or advertise or network. You know what I'm saying?
So do you use that same type of strategy when you make your videos as well?
Yes. I basically, me and Yo Ali, we just direct the whole video, come up with a creative scheme so where we can, catch the attention of people. In the generation we in there, people get tired of seeing videos in the kitchen with 100 people just in one spot. You know what I'm saying? I want to do stuff that catch their eye and make them go back and watch it, not just because of the song, but because of the video.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah.
So, do you strategize the way you, do features and who you do features with? And are y'all, on the same page when it comes to making the video?
I'm gonna say this. It's not as much as a strategic thing when I do my features. It really go off a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I can feel that person and feel where he's trying to come from, I understand what he's saying, then I can vibe with him. Then I think about doing the feature. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As far as me and Deuce, we had the same vibe.
Mm-hmm.
We represent the same thing. Underground Memphis rappers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of vibe I have with it.
Cool. So how do you make sure you stay on the Memphis vibe and not pick up songs from another city, the cities like this Atlanta, the LA vibes? How you just keep it so original?
Well, I don't just listen to anybody music like that. I don't just listen to people's music no more. I used to, but I stopped years ago. So now I just listen to myself. Mm-hmm. And I know where I come from. My dad, he was in 3 6 Mafia. My dad's legendary Kingpin Skinny Pimp. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I got him in my ear too. Mm-hmm. So he's like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I just strictly Memphis. I just want to bring back that old crunk terrible club type vibe. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much what I'm on. That's
interesting. So you're just not like a rapper that just popped up one day and said I want to start rapping. You're a product of something. Yeah, I'm a product of something. Like
I just started, taking it serious. Mm-hmm. But as far as I always been rapping, at school, mm-hmm. chilling at the lunch table or at the house, just recording in the closet. But I just started, actually wanted to do it and let the world see it. But you always been in the field.
That's smooth. So what do you think your fans would like more from you? Gangster music or dance in the club boppers?
Both.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I do both of them, honestly. I feel like I can do both in one song.
Mm-hmm.
I could be talking about a girl twerking, and then the next verse, I could be talking about somebody getting their ass whooped. So, it's the same.
Yeah. So you must got a lot of motherfucking sauce to have a bitch goddamn acting like she sucked a dick in the video. You had did you have a light skinned hoe in the black hoe?
Nah, she was white.
You had a white hoe in the black hoe, that motherfucker.
She was white. And for a lot of people, they was thinking, I know they like, oh, this dude ain't getting head in the video and whatnot. Now, if you guys look closely at the video, you could tell that my clothes was down.
Okay, you was getting yucked up for real.
But the black girl,
she was you was getting yucked up for real. Smooth. So, do you use sex and girls as well to market your music and market yourself as an artist?
I wouldn't say I use them. A lot of the people that listen to my music and females in general, they like this type of stuff. So it ain't even just using them. They offer to come join a video and do this. They looking at this history being made. The whole video shoot was funny. We all laughing about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Throwing the McDouble somebody, you getting hit in the video. They already know it's gonna go viral.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying, when I say use, I'm not saying like you're using them as a bad way. I'm talking about using them for a way to get ahead or to bring more attention to the situation. Because, everybody going to profit in the situation.
Yeah, well, when you put it that way,
yeah, I'm not talking about use like you use them in a bad way.
Nah, everybody play their role. Yeah, they play, women play a role, definitely play a role. I love my women fans, so yeah, I do use them in order to, get a higher, attention, to seek other people's attention here, so yeah.
Yeah. Being an up-and-coming artist from Memphis, right now, Memphis got a lot of buzz around the city, man. Everybody fucking with Memphis artists.
Sure.
So, was this the right time for you to start rapping? Just to catch, I don't want to say catch that wave, but to catch that fire while it's lit?
Hell yeah. Because right now the eyes on Memphis. 5, 6 years ago, it wasn't number 2 people coming out of Memphis that was hard. Well, I ain't gonna say hard, but actually had attention looking at them. You got your Gotti, then you had your Dolph. Now you got your Black Youngster, Money Bag, Key Glock, you got Chopper, you got me, you got Duke Dudes. There's plenty of all. You got Lil Miguel, you got plenty of artists. plenty of artists. So yeah, it's the perfect time to jump in the water and try to get in there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I came in. I started like actually pushing it at the end of December last year. At the beginning of this year, I already knew like the basis of how I was going to promote my shit. I already knew everybody.
You already had the strategy.
Yeah, you know, I already had the blueprint.
Yeah, we share something in common because when I first started this year, I started my shit. Like I got the idea when I was in jail. When I got out, it was in December, right? Around December time. And that's when I put everything in motion about how I was going to do it. And then I dropped my first interview December 26, 2017, and just been on it.
And been on the road ever since. So you already had it mapped out what you were going to do.
Yeah, but you have to do that when you want to put something successful together. So how did it make you feel, man, when you got your first million views on a video?
Man, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. It still ain't hitting me yet, bro.
Yeah.
Like, as everything's still going on, I'm just living in the moment.
Yeah.
I really... There's a lot of folks in Memphis dream, because to be honest with you, it's not even a million people in Memphis.
Yeah.
So with that being said, when you hit a million, you know you got people bumping you outside your city.
Yeah.
So like it's still surreal to me to even be like, damn man, I got over a million views on this video, 13 million on this video, and I'm just looking at the situation like, damn, I'm really doing it.
It's really lit.
Mm-hmm.
It make you feel like you that for real. Especially when you get an M. I ain't got my M yet, but I know when I get my M, shit.
Come on, you gotta pop a bottle.
Yes.
You gotta let it rip.
You know, coming from a black community, man, you know what I'm saying? We dream to get fucking $1 million, really, but shit, we dream to have $1 million motherfucking dollars going on. So, man, I applaud you to that, man.
I appreciate that, family. Know what's going on.
Before you gained all this attention, did you already know some of the Memphis artists that you worked with so far?
I knew some of the OGs of the city. I didn't know the young. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know all the younger people. You know what I'm saying? All of us didn't know each other like that. We heard of each other, so I did, but we didn't personally know each other. As far as like Gangsta Boo, Project Pat, all the little old underground artists, I knew them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing to get to them. It's just when you approach them, you want to be at a certain level before you approach them.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't nobody want to see you. You know what I'm saying? Hitting them up when you ain't got no people following behind you or nothing, or a team. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It really be like that. So, you was fortunate enough to be around Country Black.
I've been around him I've been around like once or twice. I ain't gonna just say I was around him all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I actually cut his grass for $100 before though.
Really? Yeah. I fuck with Country Black, man. So your folks is behind the Ryan Spinners.
It was 24's Whamming. It was Skinny, Yo Gotti, and Lil Flip.
Oh.
Yep.
Lil Flip. You talking about Lil Flip? Houston Lil Flip.
Yeah, this is the way we ball.
Yeah, so your daddy was a part of with Gotti and Flip.
Yep.
And that whole situation. What's the name of that group again?
24's Wham.
So how did that, like being around those type of artists, what did you learn from that? What kind of values you picked up from those guys?
Just consistency, determination, and just really confidence, because a lot of folks will have the gift and don't even have the confidence, or some folks will have the money but don't have the gift of rapping. You know what I'm saying? Just learning and taking each part or something from each person I meet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I meet, whether it's somebody younger than me or older than me, if I feel like it's something I can soak up, I'm gonna soak it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much how I move with. When I was messing with, being around Gotti, or being around Project Pat, or being around my dad, you know what I'm saying? Just picking up game from them, watching how they record, watching how often they go to the studio, how many songs they record in the studio, and I just throw it in my game.
Cool. So when you marketing yourself and you trying to get booked for shows, how do you like present yourself to these venues? Like, okay, I got these many million followers, so I deserve this amount of money. Like, how does that go?
Honest with you, I don't present myself no more. That's the honest truth. After hitting 1 million views and going over, they actually come to me now. They throw a number out there, and of course, if it's a number too low and disrespectful, I'm not gonna accept it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not. I don't present myself to no venues and stuff no more. I don't be like, hey, y'all should book me for this much. They really calling right now, trying to book me. They'll say their number. If I like it, if I like the person, and it's still low, I might still do it. It just depends on the situation.
Cool. So, man, paint that picture for me, man. Just getting this money coming, like, they calling me, like, look, I want you to come here, I want you to come there. Like, what's that experience like, getting that front end and you bringing out your guys and your boys, y'all hit the road, y'all rocking these shows, y'all on the road? Like, what's that road life like? Because I want to experience it, too, as a journalist. I'm going
to tell you just like this, bro. You come a long way from working a warehouse job, bro.
Yeah.
just making $200 a week to jumping in a Sprinter and going to California for some people you don't even know mess with you or not. Then when you get there, you get all the love in the world. Everybody want to repost your stuff. I can't lie. It's the best feeling. I ain't gonna lie, it's the best feeling. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I don't want to sound cocky or confident.
Nah, I feel like that. No, talk that. Yeah, that's why you here.
It just feel good, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it just feel good knowing that if I would have stayed at that job, I would have never knew if I could do this. Yeah. I had to quit the job in order to see. Regardless of what my family was telling me, now everybody gonna blow up and rapping. Stay at the job. Yeah. Now, you know, they want me to keep rapping. So if I ain't take a risk, how would I knew it was gonna happen?
I feel that. So when you by yourself and there's nobody around, man, and you ain't thought, man, like how does this shit really make you feel seeing the success when you was working? Like when you was making that $200, you know what I'm saying, every week, and you had that mindset like, damn, man, this shit got to change. And then you put in the work and you look up and you got a whole different type of lifestyle. You got a real plan, you got a real situation, and you by yourself. Like, what's running through your mind? How you feeling? How you embracing all this success and embracing all these blessings?
Man, really in situations like this, I look at the bad stuff. Mm-hmm. I look at the bad stuff, and I just wonder, I wonder how long I'm gonna last. What's gonna be my longevity? Because I know good stuff happening, but you got to think about the bad stuff in order to prepare yourself for it. Yeah. So I'm just thinking, like, man, how could this go wrong? How could this go wrong? So I can prepare and fix the situation before it even come sense. Because I know a lot of artists blow up, and then a year later they done. Mm-hmm. You don't hear from them no more. Mm-hmm. So I'm working on longevity. So I'm when I think in my head about how long can I be out here or me blowing up, I'm like, I gotta stay relevant. Mm-hmm. I gotta keep the fans happy.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think will keep you relevant?
Man, telling them what they want to hear. Mm-hmm. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them what they want to hear, which is already what I do anyway. They want hype music. That's what I do. Hype music. I'm from Memphis. Mm-hmm. I turn up. Mm-hmm. I even give them some laid back music from time to time. Mm-hmm. But majority of the time, I'm going to give them some turn music because people got bills, people fucked up in the head, bro. Mm-hmm. So when they going through their time, they might want to go to the club and just act a fool. Mm-hmm. They going to hear my music and act a fool. Mm-hmm. But then go back in the morning to their job and act regular. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make people feel comfortable or make people, sometimes you got to release that stress, bro. Yeah. Because when I was in my job, I was going crazy, bro. Yeah. I was going crazy, bro. Yeah. If I ain't quit that motherfucker, I was going to beat my manager ass up or something.
I feel that. So what type of ideas, and as far as like staying consistent, and you look at the 3 6 Mafias, you look at like the Gottis and Flips, and you be around these type of people, even your some people in your team, and when you see them being like, how do you take they method to help yourself stay consistent with your music? Like, you know, being around people that's been consistent and just taking what they doing, making the same moves they make, but better moves and more efficient. Like, how do you you know what I'm saying? Like, find it out.
Like you saying basically, how do I dissect what to put into? Like,
yeah, like, you know how you have a homie or some shit, bro. He been rapping, he been consistent for about 5 years. He getting this money, then you blow. When you watching him, what are the things you picking out in his journey to help your journey?
All the mistakes he made, all the money he done spent. Mm-hmm. How can I not spend the same amount of money he spent and to get the same results? Mm-hmm. How can I get the same results but not make the same mistakes? Mm-hmm. And that's for anybody. Like, I just look, I'm real strict on just like research. You know what I'm saying? Research. Mm-hmm. What made these artists fall off? Was it their music, or was it because they didn't know the business side of the game, or did they know the business side but didn't know what to put out? Mm-hmm. So when I'm listening to artists' music, I'm listening like, okay, his numbers went down. This is why his numbers went down. Mm-hmm. My numbers can't go down like that, so I gotta, alter the situation. So that's the type of dude I am. I observe situations, and when I observe the situation, I make my move from it.
Yeah, sure. Have you experienced anything in the music industry that kind of bothered your character?
Damn, that's a good question. I'm gonna say what I experienced was everybody ain't your friend in the game. Mm-hmm. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't messing with you. Mm-hmm. It ain't about if they like your music or not. It ain't about none of that. You just gotta know when you coming into the game that these people did not grow up with you. These people do not know you personally. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta treat it the same way. Mm-hmm. If you on the other end of the league, you about your business. Come in about your business. Don't put your feelings in it. Keep your feelings in your back pocket. That's what I learned really about the industry and about just dealing with artists and labels and stuff like that. No artists in particular. I'm just saying his artists that I haven't did music with because I didn't feel they viable, because I knew they wanted to do a song with me because of where I'm in there, and they didn't really mess with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by that.
So, what do you think is most conniving, the streets or the music industry?
They 50-50. They 50-50 for sure. Cause you can get finessed on the street and then go walk your ass in the label and they say, here go $1 million, but we want 70% out of your music. And you think cause you got that million, you straight, but you gotta pay that million back and they got 70% out your stuff. But if you don't know the business side, you ain't gonna know that.
I feel that. And that's horrible. But you're fortunate enough to have an opportunity to work with a very high distribution company like United Masters. Yeah. How did you land that situation?
Well, they actually reached out to me. When I first heard of them, you know what I'm saying, and I actually was with Distro Kid at first. I was messing with TuneCore. I just wanted to try something different. One in particular that caught my eye. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to try something different. So I signed up for them. When I signed up for them, I seen all the things that could come with signing up for them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different things they do. They help you promote. They actually interact with you. You ain't just spending your money off the top. You know what I'm saying? They break down all their analytics to show you where your music is being streamed at, how many people are streaming them, the countries, the cities, the age, the gender, what platforms are actually streaming right now. You have this many streams on Spotify, Amazon. They have the whole wop. Like unlike these other ones, they charge you to put your music on these platforms. They not gonna do it like that. You know what I'm saying? They actually gonna work with you.
Cool.
They want the artist to be independent and actually own his music and be successful. They're actually cutting out what labels. You know what I'm saying? They cutting out the label making money.
I watched the interview on the Breakfast Club with the guy that was representing him.
Yeah, Steve Stout.
Yeah, one of my favorite artists, Future Hendrix. He's a part of them too as well. So, what is the most important thing you learned in the music industry?
The most important thing I learned, owning my music. Because if you don't own your music and you reach out to somebody before you actually own it, they gonna make sure they get a percentage out of it. That's where it's like. That's the major part about music. Well, people don't realize that. People think it's all about the views and it's all about the image. It ain't about that. When you go sign that paper, you want to make sure that you still somewhat straight. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go sign a paper and you sign over 70% of your music, your publishing to these people. Cause you signed it over to them, they just say let's say you made $1 million check, and they was to have a certain percentage out your money, right? Let's say what 20, 25, and you got $1 million check. There's $200,000 right there, gone out your pocket. But if you wouldn't have had to do that.
How important is it to have a relationship with a videographer, and how did you meet your videographer?
That's a question I've been ready to answer because a lot of people don't think that I'm just now meeting Ali. I've been knowing Ali since school, man. He was a rapper before he shot videos. My first song was in his closet. Yeah. So it's talking about the bun, man. I did the song in the closet with him. You know what I'm saying? We was hard as hell, you know, but we ain't pushed the song or nothing like that. We graduated from school, and you know, usually when you graduate from school, people drift off into what they want to do in life. I wasn't doing rapping. I wasn't rapping. I was working a job. My boy started shooting videos, started traveling the world, getting out there. Then I told her I quit my job, and I wanted to actually pursue rapping. I'm looking at it like my dad was a legend. It's in my blood to at least try to be one instead of working his job where I know I ain't gonna be one. So he my boy. I was staying in LA for a year. He happened to be in LA. He was on tour with Block Boy JB. He responded back to me and was like, man, long time no here. Man, tap in with me. You still rap? I was like, man, bro, to be honest, I just started back. I don't really too much got a team around me. I don't really too much got a buzz right now. Because, you know, but I know you can help me. You know, help me out get an image for myself. Help me put an image out there. Man, I moved back to Memphis. We linked up. He shot Quick Trip for me. It was featuring Big Goody. He shot a video for me. We turned the video up every day after that. Man, we've been with each other every day. Like we ain't never drifted off from high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Ali is like a real friend to you.
Hell yeah.
So
kill a nigga off his ass for sure.
Yeah, that's real love. That's real love. seeing like your real friend have so much success, how do you use that as motivation for your career?
Because knowing that somebody I was with in school every day is chasing his dream, and he took a risk. And wasn't no guarantee he was gonna blow. Wasn't no guarantee he was gonna make a name for himself. But it was a guarantee I wasn't gonna have a name for myself if I stayed punching the clock. That's all I needed to see. Somebody around me make it. Somebody around me actually be successful in what they're doing. And he showed me that. As soon as he showed me that, it put my situation in play. And he still helped me to this day. He give me knowledge on everything, like a sponge. I'ma soak it up. We everything, every video people see, that's me and him. That's me and him directing it. That's every time. Every time. Every little scene, me double scene, everything.
That's real. So y'all both put your creative minds together and come up with something.
Yep.
So do y'all have like plans to get into the movie industry and come up with different movies and skits to really promote you as an artist?
Yeah, actually, me and him was thinking about coming out with a Hustle and Flow too. But it was gonna be a whole different concept of the movie. Instead of being about, pimping and stuff like that, it's gonna be about what I went through for real in my life, not in my father's life. The job situation, what I was doing when I got off work, there was, people say illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't just really give out. It's gonna be like a documentary format, but it's gonna be movie type.
It's gonna be movie type.
Right.
Yeah, like I might not even be starring and have somebody else play me. Like I want it to be an actual movie.
Hey man, so you got a whole lot of ATMs in this motherfucker.
Hell yeah, it's the game right there. You know what I'm saying?
Got ATM Casino, ATM Casino.
Yep.
ATM Mac.
Yep.
And ATM Ali.
Yes, sir.
He been ATM Ali. That's debut in the day.
Man, his debut in the day.
All right, well, shit, you got ATM Ali in the motherfucker building too, man. I'll link you up with my boy ATM Julio too.
Let's do it.
So man, what are your plans for the next 5 years?
For the next 5 years, just throw music in their face, plenty shows. I want plenty of videos. It's outrageous, catching the eye of people, more fans, man. I want people to actually give me my motherfucking respect too when they come on this music stuff, like, because I know a lot of people saying that they think I hit my numbers and stuff because of the people I'm doing songs with. That's why I'm ready to drop these solos to let people know that this ain't that. Like, I actually come from music, so I'm actually like a talented artist. I'm not being cocky. I just know.
Yeah. Well, don't let that. Nah, stick to the plan. Like, if that's what's working, let it work until, because T-Pain really blew because he hopped on a lot of people's shit and people start like, this nigga really fast, so I'm finna start checking him out. So don't let the people talk shit because they don't know nothing about marketing, and when it's time to really make something happen, they don't know what they're talking about.
You're right.
They really don't know what they're talking about. So how do you make sure you keep your teammates happy?
We all came in with nothing. So anything that happen right now, we gonna be happy with it. I don't gotta keep them happy. They happy. They happy because we know where we came from. We know where we was at. And you come from not having nothing, and then just get to being around people you bumped your whole life, and having money that you ain't never had, probably was never gonna see. Oh, we gonna be happy. Yeah. We on the road. We going cross country. We going everywhere. Yeah. And just a minute ago, we was stuck in Memphis. Yeah. So I know I don't gotta try to keep my gang happy. Like, we happy, just going with the flow. Yeah.
That's real, man. Well, you know what, man? I really appreciate you for coming through here.
I appreciate you, bro. You know it's love, fam.
Always. I love it. Keep that shit going. Stay consistent. That's the main thing. Keep coming with creative visuals with you and your boy Ali. Keep having them hoes and shit, man. Keep the team right. And keep everything straight, man. Go up, man.
Real nigga.
You feel what I'm saying?
100.
Yeah. It's Richard Faye TV. We out.